First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to brothers that's pushing this gospel and truth. With that, I'm going to start with the scripture. Genesis chapter 3, verse 19. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, thou till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken. For dust thou art, and dust, and unto dust shalt thou return. So the title of this video is going to be called "In the Sweat of Thy Face," you know what I'm saying, or the sweat of thy brow. Now it speaks in this first passage of scripture, of this particular scripture. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread. All right. So what this is talking about is you're gonna have to work. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to work, and you're gonna have to work hard. Until thou return unto the ground, because you have examples of people working until they die. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a retirement these days. You know what I'm saying? You have to work, work, work because everything is going up. All right. So it says, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken. For the dust of thy, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. So while we're still here, we're gonna have to work. We're not dead. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to work continuously. You know what I'm saying? To make a living, to survive in this system, to survive in this captivity, which is America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. All right. And as I said earlier, you have people that work all the way to death. You know what I'm saying? Without stopping, without ceasing. You work until your hands drop off. All right. So let me continue on to Haggai. One? Yeah. Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. So you work so hard, you put in so much hours, so much time, and you have little to show for it. You know what I'm saying? That being your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Taxes being taken out. You ain't really probably getting paid much during the hour, but yet they require so much from you. Or your bills. You may have so much bills that you gotta pay. You may be making a decent amount of money, but it's always going. It's always leaving you. It's always leaving your pockets. All right. You always have other people digging in your pockets as soon as you get that paycheck. So it says, "Ye have sown much. Ye have sown much, and bringing little." So we sown much, and we bringing little. So we putting a lot of effort in, and we ain't getting really nothing back. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the grocery stores, your local grocery stores, uh, your convenience stores to get food, the necessities that a man needs to survive: food, water, shelter. These are all necessities that a man needs to survive. And it's saying that ye eat, but ye have not enough. Okay, so we're gonna go into grocery stores, spending an arm and leg for things that really shouldn't be costing much. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the things that you need to survive. All right, but it says in the scriptures that you're gonna have to eat and not have enough. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you can't get because you can't really afford it. Having to spend $70 for a bag of groceries, you know what I'm saying? That's a that that's a that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough. We don't have enough to we're not making enough for our living standards. All right. But it says ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. So it's like we're getting food, we're going to these stores, we're getting food and water, and we're spending an arm and a leg for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not sustaining us. It's not sustainable to spend over 70, 80 something dollars on groceries that, and you're not really walking out with nothing. You're not really walking out with any type of bag or any type of things to show for what you're spending, the type of money that you're spending for these things. All right. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And ye that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. So you always got people hands stuck and out waiting for you to get your paycheck so that money could drop in their hands. What? Why? So you could be left with little to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you make your paycheck. You may make an X amount of dollars every 2 weeks, every week to 2 weeks, $2,000. And guess what? You got motherfuckers' hands out there. They sticking their hands out ready to collect that. You know. So it says so. Pretty much our pockets filled with holes. As soon as we make money, as soon as we make that check, it's already gone. So let me go to Philippians. Philippians chapter 4, verse 12. I know both how to be a base, so meaning to be humble, to be in a lower state, and I know how to be abound, to be in abundance. You know what I'm saying? To be in a state of abundance, meaning to be content, content, because abundance means plentiful. All right. So I mean, it says, and I know how to abound everywhere and in all things. I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. So it says, I know how to be a base. So we're gonna have we know how to be. It's saying that you got to know how to be in a tough situation. You're gonna have to know how to be in a lower state in life. And I know how to be abound with everything. So we're supposed to be content in the situations that we're put in. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to make full use and full we're supposed to adapt to the situations that we get put in. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to make full use of the situation that we put in. The little things that we do receive, you're supposed to take full advantage of that. Everywhere and in all things I'm instructed to be and everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry. So you gotta get used to being in tough situations. You gotta used to being having situations to where you may not even be able to eat at times. You know what I'm saying? You have to be comfortable with that because the times that's coming is gonna be like no other in history. You know what I'm saying? Essentially you gotta learn how to be uncomfortable now so you could be more suited or more what's the word I'm looking for? Seasoned when shit do hit the fan, when shit really hits the fan. Because these people out here, they're not being prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna know what hits them when all hell breaks loose out here. They're not gonna know what to do. You know, they're not gonna know how to sustain themselves or make use of the little things that they do have because they was never put in those situations. You know? So it says, like I said, I'm gonna read from the top. I know both how to be abased and I know how to be abound everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and and to suffer need. So we know how to deal with any situation. We're supposed to know how to deal with any situation that comes our way. We're supposed to be prepared for that. We're supposed to be prepared to be in the lowest state and to make full use of the little things that you do receive. All right. So reading down, verse 13. I could do all things through Hamashiach, which strengtheneth me. So we're supposed to so we could there's nothing that we can't do as long as the Lord is with us. When the Lord is with us, we're capable of doing all things. All the situations that we get put through, just know that you'll be able to push through that because the Lord is standing right behind you. And the Lord is not going to give you more that you can't handle. All right. So let me go ahead and hold on. Let me go to Baruch and I'm gonna end it off with this. Let's see. Baruch chapter 8, verse no, Slaki. Baruch, let's see. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. So we're in captivity. We're in America, Babylon, which is Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? This is our captivity. This is our punishment, which thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. So this is punishment. You know what I'm saying? We were brought here to do time in the big yard, which is America, as punishment. All right, and to be subject to payments. So those payments being rent, bills. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay your taxes. You know what I'm saying? Get half your check taken away from you in taxes. You know, that's a real big thing. All right. According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. So essentially, we're paying for our mistakes that we made, for the mistake that we made in the past. You know what I'm saying? From not obeying the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So we're paying for that. We're serving our time in the big yard. We're serving our time in prison, which is captivity, which is in Babylon the Great, which is known as America today, which is known as America today. Slovakia. You know what I'm saying? We're serving our time. And we're going to have to wait until the Lord crack those skies to deliver us. We're going to have to wait. But as of right now, like I said, you're going to have to put forth the work. You're going to have to work. And we're going to have to do the things that we need to survive in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And that pretty much ends it. Shalom.